This Roto React is brought to you by O'Neal. One of the biggest stories coming into the weekend was the massive sky shot triple that was reported to be up to 125 feet long, easily the largest obstacle ever in modern Supercross, and then the firestorm that followed when Hunter Lawrence had a huge press day crash that led to many riders taking to social media to protest the obstacle's existence. This led to the track builders taking down the obstacle, instead transforming it into an 80-foot double, nearly the same size as standard Supercross stadium triple. It seemed the moto community was split on the decision, with many commenting how the rider safety should come first, especially with an already thinning 450 field that has been whittled down to just 6 factory riders, but others attacked the manhood of the riders and seemed to think that removing the obstacle was going to completely tank the racing weekend. After the race, I reached out to both DirtWurx, who are in charge of building the racetrack, as well as some senior staff of the Supercross series itself, to ask what factors ultimately led to the change of that very unique obstacle. And the leading factor is simply rider safety, and that they are very, very attentive to rider feedback when it comes to making needed changes to the track and its layout. Obviously, Hunter's crash was a big one, but luckily being press day, all of the riders were on the track single file, a bit spaced out, so no one was directly behind Lawrence or any of the other riders that cased, causing them to lose their momentum. But where the real problem would come is if the incident happened in traffic, say on the first lap of a main event, with someone going down in the front of the pack would have caused an absolute disaster, as a jump with that much hang time would have had up to a dozen guys already in the air, powerless to do anything except bail from a 3-story height or risk running directly into down bikes and potentially already injured riders. One quote-unquote solution I saw a lot on YouTube and Twitter is just to simply double it. No one is forcing the riders to hit the complete triple, but in the post-race press conference, Jason Anderson explained why that just isn't how any of this works.
Right now, I believe that 80% of the 450 class is out with injury. And then I think, like, you know, a 120-foot triple, I understand they want shock value for the fans to be like, dude, longest start straight, longest triple. But at the end of the day, like, we're 4 rounds away from the end. Let us get through the season, have good racing. We're all gonna have to hit the triple, but it's gonna rain too, and we're all still gonna try and hit the triple. You know, the shock value that they're trying to get out of some of the obstacles they put in is a little bit too much for us racers and our safety. Us as racers, we're humans and we want to stay safe. And I hate to be like the Karen, but at the same time, if something happened to me on one of those jumps, I'd be frustrated if I didn't say anything, you know.
Eli Tomac went on to add that he was a major proponent of the criticism for the obstacle, spearheading the movement that ultimately got it removed, and proving this isn't something that was going to separate riders, but instead something that made everyone on the track uneasy, even its most accomplished stars.
Well, this one specifically, it was over the top, and I was out there. I was one of the guys out there kicking and screaming about the big triple. For one, it was ridiculously long, right, 100 and something feet, and then 2, they gave us no forgiveness to the landing. If you're gonna build something that big, at least make it to where we can be short without getting totally jacked. I was pretty sure someone was gonna crash, and then sure enough, Hunter goes over the thing and then just explodes right on the landing. I was frustrated about it, and everyone's been saying it's unnecessary. There's too many guys out. And if they want a massive huck, at least give us a good landing.
One thing that comes up every time an issue like this arises is the idea of a union for the riders. And although that is a huge ask and likely never will come, I think a small committee of riders to act as a liaison to the organizers would be a great step in the right direction, much like how baseball and other unionized sports already have. If this ever came to be, what rider do you think should be one of the leaders of the sport to represent the rider base as a whole? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe to RotoMoto for more breaking news and analysis like this. It is the #1 way to help get more eyes on the video, is to tell the platform that this was a good one. And if you value the content I put out, please consider joining me on Patreon. For just about $1 per week, you help me continue to make this content for you, and are also entered to win race use and autographed memorabilia from your favorite riders. Up for grabs for the month of April is an autographed side plate from Cade Clayson's career best 10th place finish in Detroit this year. Thanks as always for watching RotoMoto. My name is Donnie. Keep it pinned to the weekend.